Hey guys, it's your girl Sunshine Love and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm super excited to have you back in series 2 on Holding a Grudge. Who is it really hurting? Now, if you're here watching me now, that means you've watched series 1. That means you took your notes, you had some self-reflection time, and you're ready to proceed on this journey of self-love, self-care, self-healing, and self-accountability. And you are definitely ready to start releasing that grudge, letting that anger go, and taking your life back, right? Now, before we get into series 2, what we're going to do is have you like, so you can get those notifications when I drop those videos, right? Go ahead and do that now. Okay, you ready? Okay. So if you're ready to proceed, and again, I am super excited. I'm super excited because you decided to take this first step. You decided to, to say, you know what? I want better for me. I want to be the better version of myself, right? And you want to start loving on you and respecting you more. And you're ready to stop being upset and angry and mad and trying to function in that. So I'm here for you. I'm proud of you. Okay? Get you something to drink. Your water, your coffee, your wine even. Whatever's going to help you flow and relax. Okay? Of course, most importantly, your notepad, because we're going to be jotting notes. Okay? And your favorite pen. Okay? I got my notes. Okay? And I also have notes on my computer, so I will be looking off screen a little bit because I have 3 computers and I have my notes on each one of them. I wanted to take the time to put my notes. Different areas, different computers do different things, okay? Don't ask me why I got so many computers, but hey, that's my process. Anywho, series 2 is about how holding a grudge impacts your body, your health, more specifically, your immune system. You didn't know we was going there, right? We here. Because you need to know what you are truly doing to your body by saying, hey, I'm okay with being angry. I'm okay with being mad. Again, I will always keep saying your feelings or your emotions are very valid. It's truly okay to feel the way you feel. What's not okay is to continue dwelling there, right? So knowing better is doing better, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Okay. So holding a grudge can impact your immune system in it's just a variety of ways that I wasn't even aware until I started doing my research. By choosing to live in a chronic state of stress and tension, your body's repair mechanism and it changes, and it also increases inflammation, right? Stress is harmful on your body in any shape, form, or fashion. And the stress hormone cortisol in your body, it can be impacted, right? So then it transitions into your inability or you not wanting to forgive. Because ultimately, something happened, right? Whether it be something someone said or something that they did, it hurt you. From there, you either said, 1, I'm going to confront it, I'm going to deal with it, or either 2, you didn't. You said, you know what? I'm blocking this person from my life. I'm not confronting them. I'm not communicating with them, but I'm still holding on to that. And what's happening is, just say, for example, you have a box and you're moving. You have one particular area that you're trying to pack. Now, you know all of that stuff in that particular area can't fit in that box, but you're going to try to put it in there anyway, right? So you're packing and I'm packing. And by the time you get done and you try to tape it up, it starts spilling from the bottom and then the top can't even close. That's what you're doing right now. You're adding layer after layer after layer. I got upset. True. Feelings are valid. What somebody said to me, it really hurt me. It was something that, really felt like it was an attack to my character, who I am, and I'm not that person. So instead of addressing it, you then therefore decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep to myself. I don't have nothing to say to them anymore. I'm just going to block them from my life. In fact, I'm going to block them from social media. I'm going to block them from my phone. But you're still dealing with the feeling because the thought of what it said, what it did to you, impacted your feelings and your emotions. I'm sorry, my dogs, they truly bark at nothing. And then from there again, it starts to become an action and a behavior, not in the sense of you reacting. And some of us react. Some of us go from 0 to 1,000 real quick. But for some of us, we hide and we conceal our feelings and our emotions. We don't like confrontation. But we're still dealing with the thought of what happened. It made me feel some type of way. And then from there, my action towards that, or my reaction towards the action, was to hide and be within my thoughts. And then I'm just in my feelings. Right? Need for you to take your notepad. Write down, how has holding a grudge hurt me medically, physically, health-wise? Go ahead and write that down. How has holding a grudge impacted me physically, health-wise, medically? Could it very well be that some of the medical conditions, not all, and this does not fit everyone's situation. Because there are people who have serious health conditions, they have to take maintenance medication on a regular basis, and that's something that they've had before this issue even came, right? But in some instances, your medical condition can be enhanced or even worsened by you holding a grudge and keeping that anger festering and growing. Have to be honest with ourselves. Now write down, is there something I can do differently that can be better? And when I ask that, I mean, could it have been that your reaction, if you took a different approach rather than the one that you took, could it have had a different impact? Write that down. Okay. You ready? Remember, we're peeling back them layers. We're giving you control back onto your life. So, forgiveness engages the parasympathetic nervous system, and it helps your immune system to function more efficiently, and it makes good for your feel-good hormones, right? So, let's look at the parasympathetic nervous system, because there are some things that it does you may not be aware of, right? So, the parasympathetic nervous system's job is usually to relax and reduce your body's activities because of the signals it carries. The rhyme phrase that kind of goes with it in order for you to make it make sense is rest and digest, or feed and breathe. These are easier ways to kind of remember what the parasympathetic system really does. Now, here's some areas that it affects. Your eyes. It constricts your pupils and to limit how much light enters your eyes. It also makes changes that can help improve your close-up vision and causes tear production in your eyes, nose, and mouth. It makes glands in your mouth produce saliva and glands to help your nose produce mucus. This can be helpful with digestion and breathing during times of rest. Lungs. It tightens your airway muscles and ultimately reduces the amount of work your lungs do during times of rest. Your heart. It lowers your heart rate and the pumping forces your heart to pump, basically. Digestive tract. It increases your rate of digestion and diverts energy to help your food digest. It also tells your pancreas to make and release insulin, helping your body to break down sugars into a form your cells can use. Waste removal. It relaxes the muscles that help you control when you go to the bathroom or whatever you do, 1, 2, whatever. Won't go into detail, but it helps both. Okay. Reproduction system. It manages your body's sexual functions. Didn't know that, did you? Including your feeling aroused for men and for women into secreting fluids that help lubrication during times of sex and erections. Okay? Things that make you say, You didn't know that, right? Here it is. You were probably sitting here wondering, why am I feeling like this in certain parts of my body? Could it very well be that it has something to do with that anger that you've been living with? Okay, let's go on. Now, according to Angela Butmer, and she's a licensed psychotherapist at Thomas Chapman Family Cancer Wellness, right? And she states that your brain doesn't know what's real and what is imagined when you replay in your mind an experience you had 6 months ago or an experience that you had last month or yesterday, right? Your body reacts as if you're having the same experience over and over again. So you may have been building up trauma from the past and still holding on a grudge to that. And there's somebody adds on something else and something else. And your body is reacting the same way. But yet you're doing more harm than good to your body because you're not really fully dealing with the act the correct way, right? She also states that sometimes we hold on to grudges because it's a sense of control, that we don't want to forget the offense and we don't want it to happen again. So this is our way of coping with it. This is our way of controlling it. This is our way of taking control back over our life and our mind and saying, hey, I won't allow you to do this again. I won't allow you to hurt me. You don't get to have this opportunity again. So this is what I'm going to choose to do. Now, is it the right way? Write that down. Is how I dealt with this been beneficial to me? Has it done more harm than good? Something else to write down. Could I have reacted differently? Not for them, but for me. Now, I understand and know that this won't fit every situation because there is some true trauma that has came and that has been caused due to childhood molestation, rape. I get it. I've been through those things. And it was very hard for me to try to move forward with my life. But I had to do that to be a happier, better version of me because I no longer wanted to walk around being upset. I no longer wanted to walk around being angry. I was giving people time and energy and control over my life when I can very well be using that to be what God wants me to be in my life. So I decided to take control back and ownership of that back. Right? And you can too. So, our ego naturally wants our ego naturally wants to create blame. and hold on to the negative aspects and create tension from within, in the sense that we're wanting to have control over a situation because we didn't have control over the act. So at some point in time, it's our mind and our body saying, okay, you know what? I didn't get to control what you said or you did, but guess what? I will now. And this is what I'm choosing to do, in a negative sense, right? At some point in time, we're going to have to find that opportunity to communicate and release those feelings and those emotions, and to let it go and release it. What does that look like for you? Now, I completely understand you may not be in a position to do that. You may not have the opportunity to confront that person. And then in some instances, that person may or may not take accountability, right? I get it. We have to start somewhere. Even if it's as simple or something as writing a letter to yourself or to that person, so to speak, but you only reading the letter, getting out and jotting down your feelings. We have to release that, right? Yell, cry, whatever it is, we're going to have to release it, and we're going to have to be ready to move forward, right? Are you ready to move forward? Write that down. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to love me. Write down your name. I'm ready to love me. I'm ready to respect me right now on today. Now, the first thing that you're going to have to do, along with everything else that we've talked about, is to stop living in a victim mentality. It's natural. We're human. We do it, right? But we can't stay there. Especially when somebody's hurt us, said something, done to us, an injustice, we feel victimized, right? Now, this can ultimately, by staying there and dwelling there in the resentment, in the pain, in the hurt, in the bitterness, in the angriness, you're choosing to live and dwell there, and now it's impacting your health. Now, holding a grudge can increase your stress level. It can increase your high blood pressure. It can create heart problems, lower immunity or inflammation even. Increase social isolation. I'm not want to be around nobody. I don't go on social media. I'm just becoming closed into my life, alone, feeling depressed. Okay, you've stopped your life? No, we're not doing that anymore. Okay? Headaches, anxiety, aggressive behavior. You get mad at one thing or another, and then it's intensified because you're not really mad at that situation. You're upset because you've been holding on to everything. So it could be something as simple as the kids did something, and now you react and you blow up. Somebody says something at work, you react, you blow up. You driving in your car, they cut in front of you, you react and you blow up. You see how this can spill over into other areas of your life? Anxiety. Again, depression, insomnia, can't sleep. Upset stomach. Don't you know that your body needs a certain amount of sleep to be able to rest, relax, and be functional for the next day? So if you're so mad and you're so upset that you've taken this grudge and it's consumed so many areas of your life, your mental, your emotional, now your physical, your health, at what point in time is enough going to be enough? Take control of your life back. It's time. What are you waiting on? Today or tomorrow is not promised. And God did not design you nor our life to be stressed, upset, and living in fear, living in this grudgeful behavior where it's transitioned into all of these negative things for you. Again, take control of your life back right now on today. It stops today. Holding on to a grudge can hold you down emotionally, mentally, physically, where you feel depleted, you feel drained. I don't have the energy to do anything, say anything, like I'm just tired. There's so much for you to do. That God has so much in store for you in your life. But he wants you to admit to what you've been doing. Be honest with yourself. It's okay. We all make mistakes. It's natural for you to feel the way you felt. But now that we have been there and we've done that, it's time to move forward. What does moving forward look like for you right now and today? You've watched series 1. We're at the end of series 2. We got 2 more to go. But as I said in series 1, this is going to take consistent, continuous work. This is not an overnight process. And after you finish all 4 series, I would hope that you're ready and you will continue doing the work on yourself, because you are the most important person in your life. Don't you know how awesome and phenomenal you are? It's time to start seeing you as God sees you, right? It's time to let go. Listen, we're done with series 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so proud of you, and you should be proud of you, right? I'm super excited to see what you're going to do with the positive things that you're going to be doing with your life. Out with the negative, in with the positive, right? Moving forward. Straight ahead, right? Listen, you be purposeful, you be impactful. Most importantly, you be great on purpose, because I know that you are, I know that you will, and I know that you can. If you're not following me on my TikTok, Sunshine Life Lover, as well as on IG, right? No, there's so much going on with TikTok, but Sunshine Life Lover will always be the name that you need to look for and follow, right? So I will continue to do God's will and God's work through whatever platform that is available. If you need a prayer, send a prayer request. Put it in the comments or email me if you want it to be more personal, sunshinelifelover@gmail.com. We'll pray together, right? It's going to be okay. We got this. When God says, when 2 or more are gathered in my name, it shall be done. You got to trust the process, and you got to believe it. You got to have faith. Faith the size of a mustard seed is all it takes. But I need for you to have it and believe in it. And believe in yourself. Okay? You be blessed. You have a great one. I look forward to seeing you in series 3. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And you have a blessed evening, day, whenever you see this video, as well as week. Okay? Bye-bye.